So I thought this would be a cool idea. I was unpacking my books, moved over to Christine's place, sold my house, and started putting some of my favorite books. I collect books, all to do with the outdoors, and putting some of my favorite up on the main bookshelf that my dad made years ago for me, and upstairs. So I thought it would be cool just to do some videos of some of my favorite books. Cool. How I got this idea, by the way, Christine, which is over there reading, she actually watches countless YouTube channels of people reading books and talking about them, and they got more subscribers than the Happy Camper. Anyway, so she said, we should talk about books. I will. I'm going to grab a bunch every now and then, just talk about, but I'm going to start out with, I put them all in sections. I'm going to start with my Bill Mason section. Okay? So, oh, there's my dog lapping water up. Yeah, great. Here. Quiet on the set. All right, so I'm going to start, well, Bill Mason. He was a conservationist, he was an artist, he was a filmmaker, and he was an author. He died, sadly, in 1988 from cancer. He was quite young. I think it was mid-50s, late 50s. And, yeah, in the 70s and 80s, he was the Canadian icon of, actually, I wouldn't say, I'd say beyond Canada. He was the icon of canoeing and canoe instruction. And so many people learned how to paddle by watching his films and reading his books. So, the books that he wrote on canoe instruction was Song of the Paddle and Path to Paddle. So Path to Paddle is more about canoe technique, paddling techniques, and running whitewater and things like that. Whereas Song of the Paddle was something like that, but also a lot about camping skills and gear and stuff like that. So there is an upgraded one, revised one, that his family fixed up for revision. That would be Becky and Paul, and probably Joyce, his wife, as well, helped out with that. Okay. The other book that he wrote, it was his last book, and actually he didn't finish it, his family finished it, was Canoescapes, which I don't own. I actually did own, so don't bore out your books, because I don't know where that book is, but it's a coffee table style book all about his art, and he talks about the art, because he was an artist. He painted waterfalls and stuff in Lake Superior, but he talks about each painting and work he did. Beautiful book. I don't have it. I don't know where it is. Maybe it's in a box downstairs, but it's a beautiful book. Another one, actually, he didn't write this book, Wildwaters, but he wrote the foreword for it. So it's kind of cool. This is a really good book, by the way. It's all essays about rivers across Canada. Another one is Fire in the Bones. This is a must-read. Even if don't even know who Bill Mason is, you should read about this. So this is a biography written by James Raffan. It was actually one of the helpers to make the Canadian Canoe Museum happen. And great guy, too. Amazing author as well. I'll do a thing on James later on. But yeah, I think this came out in 1996. Michael Peake, a good friend of mine, also a writer, he said that Bill Mason, in this book, he said Bill Mason during his time, during the 70s and 80s, was the patron saint of canoeing. Kind of cool, right? Yeah, so this is all about his life and his death and all the things he did to help out nature. I just realized the cover is upside down. Anyway, right, love the book. But this, I gotta say, is my favorite one. It's actually the one I put up on the shelf so everybody can see. It was actually written by Ken Buck, which actually was his filmmaker during many of his film projects, including Water Walker. And I think it was self-published. Well, it actually says Rocky Mountain Books, but I always remember him self-publishing it. Anyway, but it's all about working with him and also the history of him. So yeah, this is a great read, right? But this is awesome. Okay, really hard to get to, by the way. The only place I saw this, well, I bought this off Ken when he was alive at one of the canoe shows. He's passed away now. Fantastic guy, by the way. And yeah, if you go to Becky Mason's site, which is called Red Canoe, and I'll put it down here, I saw that they have Canoescapes and actually this and all the other books on their site. All right, that's the first one. How was that, dear? Yeah, good? Okay, did it sound like one of the YouTube author people?
Did you rate them like for stars like 1, 2, 3?
Oh, I'm supposed to rate them. Oh shoot. Okay. Oh, all right. You're supposed to rate them. Okay. Well, Canoescapes. Okay. Really?
You don't have to.
All right. Well, no. Okay. I'm gonna. All right. Rate them. Well, no, not song. Path of the Paddle. I would say is number 1 because that's how I learned how to canoe. I would watch his films with National Film Board on the technique and how to run whitewater, stuff like that, and read this book like you wouldn't believe. Okay, so yeah, number 1 is Path to Paddle. Number 2 would be Song of the Paddle. I would even say, in one sense, I use this book more than the other, but I would say that this is number 2. All right, number 3, for sure that. Okay, number 4, James' book. Sorry, James, but I don't know. Ken worked with him and camped with him and paddled with him. Right? So, number 3, number 4, and number 5 would be Canoescapes, which again I don't have, and then this book. I don't know, I love this book too. I mean, yeah, he did make the forward, but there's so many great articles in here. Oh yeah. How's that? Is that what I'm supposed to do?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay. I don't know.
Or you can give them like, this one gets 4 stars. This one gets 5 stars.
Oh, really?
This
Not
one,
from beginning to end?
it's up to you, Kevin. It's your
Oh,
BookTuber
okay.
channel.
Out of 5 stars or 10?
5.
Why not 10?
It's 5. That's what they do.
Really? Okay, 5. Okay. Well, 5, 5, 5, 5, and 4. How's that? Yeah?
2 thumbs up.
Okay. What's your favorite YouTube author, book person?
There's a guy that lives in Hamilton.
Oh, I like that guy.
He's
I watch that guy.
Canadian, and his YouTube channel is called Books Are Sick.
Books Are Sick from
And
Hamilton.
he's great.
Yeah, yeah. And he started as no one. Nobody knew him.
That's right. He only started reading books in general a couple years ago.
What?
Yeah. He's
Okay.
cool.
All right. Well, there you go. And one of Nathan's paintings right on the wall. Christine got that for when you retired, and she worked at the Kingston Pen. So she got a good present for that. Now she was retired, and she's reading books all day and watching YouTube author channels. All right, cut. Awesome.